Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Speedy here, and today I'm joined with Nagato to do the first ever Seven Deadly Sins episode review. Let's talk about today's episode. If you guys haven't watched the episode yet, you guys want to click off because there will be spoilers for the episode. If you guys have watched the episode, just listen to what we have to say, reviewing the episode, and then if you want to go watch the episode, go watch it and come back to this video. What is up, Nagato?
So I'm just sad. This is all I have to say right now.
I'm very disappointed in the quality.
It's not even quality. I've been catfished by Gopher.
Yeah,
Gopher for years right now. I thought Gopher was a big old trap, okay? But no, Gopher is a 30-year-old neckbeard man.
Listen, okay, so here, hold on. Me and Naruto have not read the manga yet, and I feel like that's our mistake. But honestly, I felt like I wanted to enjoy this anime just solely through the anime. But after watching today's episode, I feel like me and Naruto are gonna go ahead and read the manga.
I'm gonna read the manga.
Yeah, like today's episode
no
just was so bad. Like they keep going between showing blood and like showing the white stuff, which I mean, come on. Last week's episode was a lot better. They actually showed a good amount of blood. I thought like, yo,
yeah,
going
I was
in the right
surprised.
direction.
Like the first time we have a casualty in the episode, right, with the guy killing the giant, it just spills the white blood, and he's like, okay, interesting. And his sword has blood, like it has real blood.
Yeah,
it's just so weird.
Very disappointed in the quality, the animation, just everything in this episode. It was really, really bad. Let's just start from the beginning though. So the episode starts off with Elizabeth going against the Enduras, which are Direri and Manspeed. They both transformed the previous episode. They gave away 6 of their hearts to become Chimera Endura, which is like one of the most powerful demons of hell. Like not even the 10 Commandments want to go up against them, and they were fighting the Archangel.
Yeah, and then Elizabeth is like, I'm super overpowered, let me cleanse them.
Dude, yeah, what is up with that, man? How is this Elizabeth so OP in like the one in our timeline 3,000 years later? She's like,
I mean, it makes a difference because I feel like the one in our timeline doesn't know she's OP, right?
I guess, but yeah, she's basically kicking their ass or trying to purify them to turn them back to their normal selves. And then the Archangel dude, which is a complete asshole, I'll just say that. He's like, no, let me kill him. And then
Meliodas just steps in with his big D energy.
Yeah,
nope.
He's like, nope. And then the other 2 archangels come in, and they're like, oh, we're gonna help Elizabeth. And then they purify them and blah blah blah, and then that's over with. So I mean, that was a cool part to see, how powerful Elizabeth is. I do believe I heard some spoilers that Elizabeth does become that in the manga eventually, but we have to see. So I mean, me and Naruto are gonna find out.
One thing is that even with the animation being bad, I still like the characters, right? Meliodas, he's still like a really lovable main character. He just is. When he steps in, you're like, yeah, dude, you better not try to fight Meliodas, man. He's gonna kick your ass. He is. You see how angry he gets.
Yep.
It's like really cool.
What was that dude's name? Afterwards, they were in the fairy forest or by the heaven light or whatever it was called. Rui, the guy that like represents Ban of this timeline. I think his name was Rui, or yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
He basically just they got called for help from Big Boob Lady. I'm gonna call him Big Boob Lady.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna call him Ban because to make it easier. Ban's like, all right, it's time for us to fight, and it just basically one shots a giant, and then kills.
Yeah, he seems to be really strong.
Yeah, kills a fairy, and then Dien and King are like hearing or like they're responding to the deaths of all their comrades. They're like, oh snap, something's happening. We have to go help them out.
Yeah, that's when we get the trip about Gopher, right? The episode seemed to have be really short. Like it was the normal runtime, but it felt like they didn't show much.
I mean, that's because you were so invested in the episode. There was so much happening that like that was a good part about it.
I'm invested in the story. Like I really want to see the story progress, but I don't want to watch the anime. It's just that I want to read the manga.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do both. Okay, I'm gonna read the manga from now on, but I'm also gonna watch the anime in hopes to it becoming better. Also, I heard the big fight is happening at the end of the season, and Bro, please do not ruin the big fight. Do not ruin the big fight.
Right now is the same thing that's happening with Boruto. Like we are reading the manga, right? I tried watching the anime. It's not even like the anime is boring, but the animation is so terrible. Have you watched the anime?
I think Boruto has decent animation. I feel
nah,
like
you see that they're so lazy. Like whenever a character is talking, they're like not facing the camera, so they don't have to animate their mouths, and I think that's so lazy. Every time a character is talking, pretty much that happens. I don't know. I noticed that.
Listen, it cannot be as bad as this. It's not as bad as Seven Deadly Sins is.
Yeah, it's not as bad. Like it looks good. Like I don't know, the color palette, it looks good because it's like a Boruto's trying to be like a childish anime. This anime is not childish. This anime is supposed to be gory. Like you see, season 1 and 2, they didn't pull anything about like Ban is literally a pool of blood. Like all the time, Ban like gets wrecked and it just spills blood everywhere.
And now it's just white. Like, what do you? How do you do this, dude? I hate when a new anime gets a new animation studio. They just ruin the anime. It's happened.
So what I've heard, right? What I've heard is because they got a terrible like slot on TV on Japan. Like I think they got like a morning slot or something, and they have to like censor, which I think is not an excuse. I don't know. Just make it 18 plus. Like, what's the issue?
I hope when the Netflix, it comes out on Netflix, it's gonna be way better. Hopefully they redo it because...
Wasn't season 1 and 2 over 18 as well?
Yeah, I think so.
It must have been, because the amount of gore there is, and like, also the amount of like, explicit sexual content as well. Like, we have to be honest, like,
yeah.
Meliodas is groping everyone.
Okay, let's talk about Gother for a second here, dude. Gother is like a brilliant mastermind. He basically controlled the whole episode, or second half of the episode. He made, what's it called? Melascula. He basically brain controlled her to release him from hell. Because he was locked up in hell for 500 years, and he was basically talking through the doll that we know of Gother for 500 years. So his real body is actually a man, and I've been catfished. Naruto's been catfished a lot. You know, I was not expecting.
I thought Gopher was a cute trap. Okay, yeah. Apparently he isn't. No, but it's funny because we already knew Gopher was a trap. A trap. We already knew Gopher was a doll.
Yeah.
But I thought that he was just a doll because we just didn't know much about the universe, right?
Yeah.
Because he was we kind of already knew he was a 10th commandment because he was like exiled or whatever. We already knew he was kind of that, and I thought he just was a doll. I just thought he was a doll. Like, his existence was a doll. His existence, but apparently not. He was, like, a human? A demon?
Yeah, both. Demon. I said demon. And then he was punished by the Demon King. So, yeah. That's very interesting.
And he says at the end that he's gonna end. I don't know if he meant, like, kill himself?
I think so, because we see a spoiler here, so I think so.
I mean...
I think
he could have been killed by someone else. I don't know.
Maybe.
But still, I didn't like the fact that Gopher is a 30-year-old freaking neckbeard that catfished me over the internet. It's just super upsetting.
But that was basically today's episode. We saw the power of Elizabeth. We saw the turning of that Ryu guy, and he's like fighting with the demons. We saw Gother's real self, and it just ended.
Like it was, I thought just they dumped information on us, but at the same time, I don't know. I felt weird about this episode. I mean, the one thing I noticed was the picture you sent me, that you're gonna put as a background for this video. Yeah. That was horrible.
Yeah.
That one frame.
There was more frames I've noticed that were bad, but.
But that one in specific. It was just so bad.
Yep. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, episode reviews when the episode comes out each week, me and Nagato will definitely do one. I feel like this is a very interesting idea. Talk about the episode, talk about the shitty quality animations. Hopefully it's better next week.
We can only hope.
Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, it's time to read the manga. 100%. Starting today.
If you guys haven't read the manga, read the manga. Unless you.
If you have, please don't spoil. I've already been spoiled. I don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah,
more.
I've been spoiled a decent amount.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Hopefully Netflix, please fix it, please. I beg. Yeah. Show real blood. Fix the animation. Do it. Alright, later guys. Check out Naruto's channel. He uploads 7 daily sins Grand Cross, so do I. Alright, later.